Good day, everyone. I am Randon Martinez and I would be your presenter for today's topic. My topic is all about the teacher and the community. It is all about kung paano yung teacher gumalaw sa kanyang community, hindi lang sa loob ng classroom, hindi lang sa loob ng school, kundi sa community as a whole. So before I start, I am going to ask you some questions. So right now, think about your favorite teacher. So what qualities did he or she possess? Is he or she your ideal teacher? Does he or she influence your life? Or did he or she act in accordance with the community? So, did you answer all of my questions? Now, I am going to ask you if how can you relate my questions to our topic for today. Very good. That was so astonishing. So, I know that you can reflect with my questions and in our topic for today. So, right now, we will proceed to our main topic, which is the teacher and the community. So, in the very title of our lesson for today, or in our topic for today, malalaman talaga natin na merong role ang teacher na ginagampanan sa kanyang community. It means he or she should participate in the community, or he or she should relate himself, makitungo siya dun sa mga tao, dun sa kanyang komunidad na pinagtuturuan. And ang legal basis natin dito is yung 8 sections ng Article 3 of Code of Ethics for Professional Teachers. At yun yung ating i-elaborate sa loob ng lesson na to. So I hope you all are focused with my lesson. So right here, I presented some infographics that will help you to understand our topic for today. So let's start with number 1. A teacher is a facilitator of learning and youth development. So he or she shall make a conducive learning environment. So Article 3, Section 1 states that a teacher is a facilitator of learning and development of the youth, therefore shall render the service by providing an environment conducive for learning and growth. So dito sa article na ito, magpo-focus tayo sa dalawang words. I mean, 3 words siya pero dalawa lang, which is, first one is to facilitate. And the second one is the conducive environment. So, let's proceed to the first word, which is to facilitate. So, ano ba ibig sabihin ng to facilitate? To facilitate means to make a task easier. Ibig sabihin, padaliin yung isang task. And as a teacher, as a professional teacher, it is your job to make your lesson interesting. Alam naman natin na super hirap ang learning process. Super hirap na matuto, lalo na kung hindi masyado natin na-absorb. So, as a teacher, kailangan nating ipa-absorb yung mga tinuturo natin sa ating mga estudyante. It means we are responsible kung anong steps, kung anong strategy, or kung anong pa-effect ang gagawin natin para lang matuto yung ating mga estudyante. So, you make your lesson interesting, you make your topic interesting if you are able to simplify the complex lesson and to concretize the abstract. And as a professional teacher, it is the most ethical thing for you to do para magkaroon tayo ng learning na masaya, learning na interesting, learning na ma-absorb ng mga estudyante. So, anong nangyayari kasi minsan, mayroong mga teacher na imbes na lalong padaliin yung topic, which is napakahirap sa mga estudyante, imbes na padaliin nila yung topic, is lalo nilang pinapahirap, which is, I think, it is not the good thing to do para matuto yung mga estudyante. And to facilitate learning, kailangan natin ang tinatawag nating conducive environment. And it is proven and tested na kapag maganda yung environment where the learning take place, mas mapapadaling matuto ang isang estudyante. So, what does it mean to have a pleasant or conducive environment? It means hindi lang siya well-ventilated, hindi lang siya magandang tingnan physically, but it's about kung ano yung overall scenario dun sa classroom, which is, kunwari, yung conducive environment, lahat ng estudyante is hindi natatakot magtanong sa'yo as a teacher kasi binibigyan mo sila ng time, binibigyan mo sila ng effort na masagot yung mga question nila, yung mga inquiries nila or yung mga queries nila. And at the same time, it is also conducive environment kung walang bullying na nagaganap sa isang classroom. Siyempre, kapag may bullying na nagaganap sa isang classroom, yung isang estudyante na nabubully, ang tendency niya is tumulog, wag nang pumasok, matakot sa mga kaklase niya kasi hindi niya nararamdaman na peaceful yung learning environment, which is kung mapapakita lang natin sa mga estudyante na it is very conducive, very friendly yung ating classroom, I think mas mapapadali yung kanilang learning process. So, according to book I've read lately, it says that a teacher who believes that every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them, who understand the power of connection and insist they become the best they can possibly be. So from the quote na binasa ko just right now, meron ba kayong naalalang isang specific movie kung saan may apply mo yung quote na yon? For me kasi, naalala ko dun sa movie is yung Tare Zameen Par. If you already watched that movie, it's about a child with dyslexia. And yung isang teacher doon is, lahat ng teacher sa kanya is medyo hindi maganda yung pakikisama. Pero dumating yung isang teacher doon na nagpakita sa kanya na, or nagtiyaga sa kanya na matuto siyang magbasa, magsulat. Although mahirap talaga yung kanyang case, which is dyslexia or yung mahirap siyang umintindi. So, yun na naalala ko doon. So, let's move on to another section of the Code of Ethics. So, let's proceed to the number 2. Okay? A teacher shall have leadership and initiative in participating in community activities. So, ito naman ay tumutukoy dun sa section 2, which refers to the leadership and initiative of a professional teacher to participate in community environment for moral, social, economic, and civic betterment of the community. So, sinasabi ng ibang mga peoples of the Philippines na ang teacher is the heart of the community. Ayan, heart of the community. Kaya expect mo na, as a professional teacher, hindi mo talaga maalis yung yung sarili mo sa community. You have to participate in the community, the activities of the community. So, mag-focus tayo dito sa dalawang word na to. Leadership, initiative. Huwag na nating isulat. Okay? So, leadership. As a professional teacher, you are an intellectual leader of the community. Whether a prayer meeting, pwede ka namang sumama doon, pwede kang sumama sa mga clean-up drive, immunizations, or kahit election, di ba? Tayo yung nagpapaboto sa mga citizens. And the second one is initiative, which means hindi na natin kailangan magpa-VIP pa sa community. Kunwari, may piyesta yung community na pinagtuturuan mo. Imbes na magpautos ka pa na magkabit-kabit siya ng banderitas, why you put your initiative na kayo na mismo ng mga estudyante mo or ng co-teachers mo ang magkabit ng mga banderitas dyan para at least magkaroon ka ng participation sa activity ng community. And at some instances, meron din tayong mga teacher na, di ba, iniimbitahan yung ibang teacher sa mga programs. Kunwari is mag-judge sa beauty contest or mag-MC sa isang program, for example, barangay night. So, ang gagawin dapat natin, once na na-invite tayo doon, kailangan nating i-accept yung kanilang invitation. Hindi yun tayong magpapabebe pa tayo na, ay, ayaw ko naman, hindi ako magaling mag-MC. Ay, ayaw ko niyan, hindi ako ganyan sa mga beauty pageant. Hindi. As a teacher in the community, kailangan meron kang meron kang good relationship with the community. So, tapos na dito tayo sa number 2. Lipat naman tayo dito sa next one. A teacher shall behave with honor and dignity. So, you are a professional teacher. And alam naman natin, ang most criticized professionals is mga teacher. So, as a teacher, you have to live with honor and dignity. What does it means? As a teacher, hindi ka pwedeng nakita ng mga estudyante mo na pasiga-sigarilyo dyan sa public place na yan. Hindi ka pwedeng makita ng mga estudyante mo na nakipag-inuman sa mga tambay dyan sa labas. Hindi ka pwedeng makipag-mahjong or makipag-tong-it or kahit anong gambling. Hindi pwede yun as a teacher. Kasi you are example. You have to be a role model for your student. How can you be a role model for your student kung makikita ka nila na pasiga-sigarilyo lang dyan sa labas? Hindi pwede yun, ha? So, a society expect too much for you as a teacher. Kasi sa atin pinagkakatiwala ng mga magulang yung kinabukasan ng mga anak nila. Okay, let's proceed to the number 4, which is, a teacher shall respect community's culture. It means na kung nagtuturo ka sa isang community at hindi ka naman taga ron at meron silang ibang culture, you do not have to be a sinocentric or an ethnocentric. It means kailangan mong makihalubilo sa kung anumang kultura meron sila na walang pandidiri, nang walang pangmamaliit. And you have to respect that culture. So, super swerte ng mga ng community na ang teacher is nakakaintindi dun sa kanilang kultura. And alam naman natin, when it comes to culture, meron siyang positive and negative side, di ba? So, as a teacher, ang kailangan nating mas i-appreciate is yung positive side at huwag na tayong tumingin sa negative side. Okay, so now let's proceed to the section number 5, which states that a teacher shall update community on school's developments and concerns. It means na as a teacher, kailangan ma-update yung mga tao sa komunidad mo na, nagpagawa ng building dito sa likod ng school. Or it means, or kaya naman is nagpakabit ng poso or something like that. Kapag may mga project na ginagawa sa loob ng classroom or sa loob ng school, kailangan updated yung mga tao dun sa mga nangyayari sa loob ng school. And at the same time, hindi lang yung mga achievements ang kailangan nating ibalita sa kanila, which is also yung concerns, yung mga pagkukulang, yung mga kulang dito sa loob ng classroom, sa loob ng school. So, sa ganung paraan, magkakaroon sila ng idea na, yun pala ang kulang doon. Sa next na PTA project natin, yun ating ipapaproject, ganon. So, dito din pumapasok yung ating tinatawag na PTA. Alam niyo yung PTA, no? Parent-Teacher Associations. So, minsan nagbi-meeting sila, doon nilalahad kung ano yung mga dilema ng mga teacher, and at the same time is dilema ng mga parents. Tapos, pinagkakasundo nila yon, which is either a project, an activity, and so on. So, now let's proceed to the next one, which is, a teacher shall maintain a good relationship with other professionals. It means you cannot afford to have not a good relationship with your co-professionals. For example, we have here, meron tinatawag dito na or sinasabi ng mga army, I'm not sure pero it has a statement that have, what you see, what you hear, just leave it here. It means, as a teacher, kunwari may nakita kang hindi maganda dun sa co-teacher mo, hindi mo na dapat yun palabasin sa loob ng campus. Hindi mo na siya dapat palabasin sa loob ng classroom. Dun lang yun mag-i-stay. Ibig sabihin, you should not focus on gossips. You should have focus in your job, which is to teach. So let's proceed to the last one, which is, a teacher shall not proselyte and influence other in your religion. So dito sa Pilipinas, meron tayong free to choose religion. Hindi naman tayo pinipigilan ng code of ethics na sumamba sa kung sino man ang gusto nating sambahin. For example, you're Christian, kay Jesus, or sa Diyos Ama, or kung Islam naman, kay Allah, and so on and so forth. As long as hindi ka magpo-proselyte or hindi ka mag-i-influence ng iyong mga estudyante na sumamba dun sa iyong sinasamba, right? So to conclude, meron talagang role na ginagampanan ng isang teacher sa community. It means na as a teacher, hindi mo lang dapat pinaprioritize yung role mo sa loob ng classroom, which is to magturo, magbigay ng activity, mag-check ng attendance. Instead, you also have to prioritize your personality outside the community. And that's it for today's topic. I hope you learned something. Did you learn something from me? I hope you learned something and I hope you will bear that lesson once we became a professional teachers. So that's all for today. Thank you.